Warning: the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome back to the Bard's Playhouse Presents Tales from Shadow Valley, Season 3, Episode 11, The Bottle of Binding. Thank you so much for joining us. Now let's bring in our wonderful cast. We have Eldritch as Khan the Bloody Rizzolo.
Always great to be here.
Shane as Umbramancer Zavid.
I just woke up.
And Elliot as Reese the Heartseeker.
I woke up like this.
As always, I'm Lumbee Bronzearm, and we're your DM for today. Last time, Lux Et Umbra continued onward within the Labyrinth of Shiman-Sekh. Finishing off the group of succubi that had attacked, Zavid and Ma'at were freed from their mental enrapturement. Reese, having destroyed the enchanted mirrors of temptation, passed the test of lust. The labyrinth itself magically spoke advice to look out for false treasures and more tests ahead. Further in was a room with piles of gold, silver, and copper coins surrounding a small well of water upon the floor. It was not long before Zavid casually tossed a coin into the well, making a wish. This simple act caused two massive Naufeshni, greed demons, to appear and attack. Though formidable, they had a key weakness. Throwing their coins down the well caused intense mental pain to the creatures. Changing their plane of attack, Lux Et Umbra began to shovel a fortune's worth of coins down the wishing well, until at last only one coin remained. The greedy demon begged and bargained for its life, ultimately for naught. The test of greed was passed. Tucked away in a far corner of the labyrinth was another wooden treasure chest, or so it seemed. A mimic snapped at Zavid, who found the creature endearing. Using meat and cheese, he managed to convince the monstrous trap to follow the group. As they walked, the labyrinth began to shift, separating Khan and Ma'at from Reese and Zavid. Winding through the corridors, they eventually met up in a room with a large crystal orb. Pondering it for a moment, each laid a hand upon the smooth sphere. In a flash, the minds and bodies of Lux Et Umbra had switched places. Khan now looked out of Reese's tall elf eyes. Reese felt the rush of divine power coursing through Zavid's shadowy, pudding-filled hands. Zavid barely contained the thrill of being a blood-spattered swords rat. No sooner had they all switched places were they attacked by Invidiacs, envy demons. Their long time and as a well-oiled machine worked to their advantage, as each knew the other's abilities in combat, making quick work of the creatures. As the demons disappeared, so too did Lux Et Umbra flood back to their own bodies. Further still was a room with a grand banquet and three beautiful spirits offering drink. Zavid and Chompy ate happily as Khan nibbled cheese. Reese sipped only water, angering and the disguised Nabasu, gluttony demons. Zavid's propensity to overeat came in handy, as the demons were pained as their food was eaten from them. With full stomachs, the fiends vanished to the labyrinths from whence they came. 3 tests remain: sloth, pride, and wrath, before the bottle of binding can be opened once more. And that's where we're coming in today. I re-shared that for you. Hopefully she had that shared.
I am starting to arrive back.
Yeah, no problemo.
You're good.
So, yep, we've come to this corner room where you have been locked in by the force walls as in previous test chambers. There's a massive metal wood-burning stove in one corner with a big kind of wok on top. There's a massive table with oversized vegetables on it, and a raggedy but very humongous bed in the northwest corner with a huge, gross sleeping demon on it, which I have art for. It has long, sharp teeth that barely fit in its skull, long claws on 3 fingers, and long toe claws. It looks like a very overweight sloth that from hell, but it is sleeping and snoring loudly upon the bed.
I don't think this is gross, all right? This is like the pug of demons. It's just a little malformed
It's just
genetically,
a guy.
but like it's still a dog. It's still,
It's just a demon.
it's just a demon.
He's just a little guy.
No, I'm a little guy. That is something.
Yeah, he's something.
That's a big guy.
That's a big guy, yeah.
Alright, so I think I was chopping up vegetables. Or going to?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you're gonna cook
I
some
believe
stuff.
that is true. Yes, you were going to cook some things, and Ma'at was going to sing, I believe, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, we were gonna do a musical number like a Disney movie. That's right.
Be your guest, be your guest.
Okay. So Reese, you get up there and you have your longsword, I believe, right?
Yep.
So you're able to, like Benihana, chop up this daikon, this carrot, potato. This creature is very much not hearing any of you at this point. Khan, what are you doing?
Oh, he's tired.
I'll scramble up onto the cooking top
Okay.
and start the water at a boil.
Right. You have assurance in acrobatics, and you're a very good climber. So with very little issue, no need to roll, you're able to climb up there. There is wood within the fire, but it isn't started. It is you, and as you get there, you notice that it is kind of chilly in here. You have more than enough alchemical things and such in your tinderbox. You're able to get that going. And there is, yep, water and a little bit of oil up in there, and you can get it. The fire started. Zavid, what are you up to currently?
This is what I'm trying to figure out.
My monster's kicking in, apparently. I'm like, hey, everyone's doing this. What are you doing?
Yeah, no. Let me see what I got on my spell list. I was gonna open up my PDF, but I remember you did put them all on my list here.
They're
So
on your sheet specifically.
Um,
But yeah, just go ahead and look for those real
what is
fast.
it? Oh, that's right. Well, I guess I'm just gonna follow someone else's lead.
Okay.
Let me see what my skills are. I don't think I got good performance, so if we're singing, I don't think I'm gonna be very good. But no, I got a +4.
Nice.
You know, in D&D that might be good, but in Pathfinder, if it's not a +20 or higher, it's not good.
Yeah, Pathfinder 13th level of +4 isn't super great.
How about
What could you think of ways you could potentially aid one of the three of your friends in this room?
I got acrobatics pretty high, and athletics is decent, but my acrobatics
Okay.
like 21. So if let's say Ma'at is singing,
Mhm.
should I do one of those things where as she's singing, I kind of like lift her up and like spin around and like,
Dirty Dancing
kind
style?
of, yeah, like I'll be like one of those dudes that they wear like a black morph suit and then they just kind of carry the singer around the stage so they blend in
Uh-huh.
with the background.
I took 9 years of dance lessons. I had someone do that once because I danced a Smooth Criminal where, Michael Jackson doing
Oh,
that lean thing. And we turned the lights off and I had someone hold me with yeah, it was really cheap.
hell yeah, let's do
But
that.
I'm super, super duper into that. So Ma'at and you are coming up with this plan while this grotesque creature is snoring. And she casts, because I believe I actually gave her this spell, Summon Instrument. And she, in front of her, magically summons a beautiful wooden flute. And she says, ah, yes, the flute of Pokehepsut, as I call it, the Poke flute. Hopefully this will help wake it up.
Why are you the way you are?
Are you gonna do the actual tune too? Do 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 do.
I might be able to follow real fast.
Psychic damage. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, so Shane, you said acrobatics. Give me that publicly.
All right.
And you want to talk about a low roll for Pathfinder at this high level? Ma'at has a -1 to acrobatics and athletics.
Ooh.
Oof.
Should have
All right.
stepped into rogue.
Yeah, right?
So I'm helping her out from behind to make sure she keeps her balance.
She's weirdly light, but you realize that she is a lich, so she probably, and
Yeah.
especially as an Osirian lich, she probably had a lot of her organs removed.
Put into jars and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, so you think that her midsection is mostly empty. So you're able to lift her up with very little issue and move her around. Let's see, that was a 36, so I'm going to call that a critical aid. So I'm going to give her a +2 to this performance check. So
The thought occurs to me as I'm like helping her out. I'm like, do you have like an empty cavity that you can store stuff in? Like in
we
your
could, we could,
like
yes.
rib cage and stuff? Like that'd be sweet.
We could
We get
easily put a
captured, there's
bag of
something.
holding.
They're like, yo. Yes, like right in the openings, like the heart. So you put
Yes.
stuff in your heart.
We did that once to surprise our major domo. He nearly had a heart attack when we pulled out a long spear from the bottom of our chest. But we digress. And she begins to play, and she also got a 36. So the two of you
Oh.
together do a really excellent performance of this shadow dance with the flute, and her tones that come out of the flute dance with your shadows, because her magic comes in the form of wispy silver curls in the air, and it's a weird juxtaposition between the shadow of your magic, but they kind of dance and play together as. Let me see if this creature.
I do like one of those things
Oh.
where I kind of lift up, and then I'm like, flutter your feet, flutter your feet. And she's like, whoop, and then like flutters the feet. I'm like, all right, land.
It rolled really high on its perception, so it actually does wake up. You start to see it, and its eyes kind of flutter, and at first it tries to sit up, but and it rolls back kind of like a turtle that's on its back. And then it eventually does manage to sit up, and it looks to you all and it says, "What you doing?"
It's me for real. As we keep performing, I'm gonna like look over with a pleading expression to Con and Reese, like, "Can you guys
Yeah,
interject?"
let's jump over to which one of you wants to be the face here for the moment?
I'll do it. That's fine.
All right, Reese. So you see this creature wake up. Ma'at and Zavid are kind of doing the dancing queen style performance here, and this large grotesque creature has woken up.
Yeah, of course, morning, sweetheart. Just making you some good soup. ABC soup. We got all the vitamins you need here. We have daikon, we have potato, we have carrot, we have onion and ginger, and we're gonna cook you a nice hearty meal.
All right, give me a diplomacy check on that public.
Can I aid?
Yeah, any way you want.
Since we're trying to draw his attention, like, you just relax and watch this while we get you breakfast ready.
Yes.
Con, do you want to jump in with an aid of some kind? You can both do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I'll do acrobatics again to try to draw his attention.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's good. Yeah. Those modifiers really help.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I'll also do diplomacy.
All right, great. That's still pretty good. Okay, so Reese will say you get a +2 for the aid on this. So yeah, diplomacy.
Diplomacy tower?
No, public.
Public?
Well, the 2 definitely help. So the 3 of you all together, it's looking at you all and it says, "You make breakfast and show
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what
That's
me
right.
no do anything."
No, we're just hungry. You look like you could eat.
Me always hungry.
I'm as well, usually thirsty, but that's a different thing.
Me no like cook.
Well, we're here. We got you. And Reese continues just like chopping things up and looks over to Con like, please help.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
kind of
I'll-
looks over. Yeah, go ahead.
I'll scurry down over over and help. With my gladius, I
Okay.
thoroughly clean it off of blood.
Just throw an attack in the chat just for fun. I want to see what kind of a whirlwind you are. You can't miss.
Also, Reese, with like the butt of the carrot with like the stem and everything, anything you don't need, Chompy like opens his mouth up and you could just toss it and he'll take the scraps.
Good. Good
It's like
boy.
a food disposal.
Yeah.
Yeah, with that natural 19 to 45, you're like a Ginsu knife commercial. Just a weed whacker up there with your gladius. Yeah, julianning all of these vegetables, because there's more than just the 3 that I put there. Those are just illustrative. But yeah, you have a pretty good amount of these sliced up veggies to make a good stock. I
Then
think
we can start carrying it over.
Yeah, that's no problem. You can even put some on Chompy's head and, like a biscuit on a dog's nose, and you can carry a little bit of it across.
Yeah.
But he'll eat all of the scraps, and let's see if this say, get it up there. And what is cooking? Is that
I just
nature?
realized
Hmm?
it's like Ratatouille
Mhm.
because the pot is so big and Con is there.
It's a
my
Ratatouille. You're
God.
totally
oh my
right.
God, I love it.
I hadn't even thought of that. That's
You
so
could jump onto the dretch and get like
Uh-huh.
he's got like 2 hairs or whatever, and you're just like
Let me teach you how to cook.
He's got the ears. You could just yank him by the ears. That's so funny. I was so busy thinking about Snorlax, I did not even make the Ratatouille connection.
Oh my God.
good
Amazing.
lord.
That's priceless. So, give me a crafting for cooking, I guess. That's cooking and alchemy are very similar.
Mm-hmm.
He grabs his like spoon, pulls it up to the top of his head so that you can sniff it, and then God. I want to watch that movie again. That's a good
I
movie.
never actually saw that one. It looked good.
You'd love
You'd
it.
like it. It's
You'd like
Pixar's
it.
usually
But usually
more
hit or
hits
miss.
than miss,
Yeah.
and I would say this is a hit for sure.
That's good. That's good to know. 32. Yeah, you're able to make a passable vegetable stew with this. It's a big bowl, and there's enough. And Ma'at is able to summon little tiny bowls with her basic lich magic, so all of you can have a little bit and get a bite to eat if you need it. But yeah, after a short bit, the food would be done, and this dretch is really taken with the dance, Zavid. I rolled a will save for it and rolled really low, so it's been enraptured by this shadowy song and dance that you've been doing with Ma'at, the pharaoh. Then, after a short bit, the food would be done. Khan, how would you present to this creature?
I'd probably call Reese over and look for, I don't know, a comically big bowl.
Yes,
There's gotta be one of those.
So
I might have that.
Reese,
Hang on.
Reese goes over. It's like, yes, we have the food finally ready for you, and it is delicious. It is a pork-based rice soup that has some delicious
Reese,
vegetables.
there's not any bulk in there.
I mean, there's it's no, sorry, I got my ancient and Osirian mixed up. It's a rice-based soup with some vegetables and bits and bops here and there. It is absolutely to die for.
And it's looking at you during this whole thing, like, and it's just kind of drooling, but like staring at you, but also kind of staring through you. Like it wants you to finish so it can eat, but it doesn't want to be rude and interrupt your description.
Yeah. So Reese gets, because he is larger than Khan. He does find the comically huge bowl. It's even big for Reese. Reese is like 6'8". It's a pretty big bowl. So he just like carries it in one arm and just gets the comically large spoon and just dishes it in and walks over, puts it on the table, walks back. Soup is served.
And it comes over and sits down at its chair, and it just head into the pot of boiling hot soup, just the grossest sucking sounds you can even imagine, as its head is fully submerged in this hot soup, and you just see the line of the soup lower and lower and lower and lower
As he's doing that, I want to look at everyone else like, should we like attack? We have to fight all of them every time. So maybe we should attack them, right?
Yeah, the wells haven't disappeared, have they?
No, I think we're supposed to
give me a
tell
perception check. Let's see.
Yeah, I'll do see with my special eyes. Yes, Beauregard.
Meow.
You do notice that as the level of the soup is lowering, that the transparency of the walls is increasing. And as it gets to the very end of the bowl, like when the soup empties, they do go away.
Oh.
When it lifts its head back up for air. Good soup. Thank Me help you later if need. Night. And it just tromps over to its bed and flops back over and begins snoring immediately.
He's living my dream.
Right.
Other people
Yeah,
will
right.
make me soup, and then I can enjoy it and go back to bed.
Right?
That was my Tuesday. My girlfriend actually made me
Nice.
soup, so that's where I got the inspiration for this soup. we had soup, we cuddled, we napped. It was a good day. This guy is having a great day.
That is a good day.
My, what a performance. Just like a little babe entertained by a little tinker toy. Well, shall we move on?
Yeah. let's
Yeah,
go.
as we like move
It's
over to the
close.
end, I was like, I was so certain we were going to have to fight him, but this was a lot easier.
Yeah,
At least-
sometimes violence isn't the answer, you know?
I've gone into every room thinking that, and yet violence always happens to be the answer.
Thank God not for this one.
Okay,
Hey, you
can
made a
close.
friend too in another section, so.
That's true. Okay, you can close the map with the sloth demon, and I have sent the labyrinth back over to you. You should be in the top center.
Yeah. No, we don't want to go here yet.
No.
That's last.
That's correct. That's what the labyrinth has said. That's what Balak Makar has said, and that's what Ma'at has said.
What we would like to do, I think what we should do is, I think we need to get to,
Oh, the room finished. That's right. As you leave the force fields open, you hear some grinding. Let's see. Who do I want to roll it? Let's say Shane. Roll publicly a D8.
why are you making me do this?
Just for a random number. All right. So you hear some grinding sounds. As you can tell, a couple of the sections of the labyrinth are moving. And specifically, these sounds are coming from the south. And you can actually see that the entrance, the southern entrance to the room you are in, had shifted as soon as the force field faded away.
Yeah. Okay. Now we've done. Let's see. We've done this spot. We did this spot. I think there's a spot here as well.
You have breadcrumbs up, and
Yep.
if you guys will roll a survival, I can give you more hints to where you've been and where you need to be.
That would be
Hell yeah.
wonderful.
So, yeah,
I'm not
The breadcrumbs
proficient or
helps.
trained, so
that's fine. So, Con, you will assist. So, Reese, that's actually a 30. So that happens to be a success just on the nose. But with the breadcrumbs, I'm not going to convert it to a crit, but I'll say it's better than a just barely passed. So you know that you have cleared out most of the eastern portion of the labyrinth, but you also know that there's at least one treasure chest left, because so far there's been something in every corner, and you've cleared out 2 of them. And the labyrinth told you that there was a total of 4 treasures.
yeah. In fact, we've only investigated 2, so there should be 2 more.
There should be
chests.
2. That's right. There's 2.
I
So,
guess, knowing that this sucks, because no matter what, we have to go like this way, because we can go up and then that way, or we can go down and then that way, right? But I think if we know that we're in the northern spot, we might want to go south and just see if it wraps around more to the west.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's
Yeah,
do it.
sure. So going back south, that I won't bring it back to the map, but just to give you a frame of reference, if you move yourselves, it goes south, south, south to sort of an octagonal room there, and I'll get.
This is the envy room, if I recall.
That's the envy room. Yes, where the orb was, where all of you changed bodies.
Yeah.
Just to give you perspective.
And now
And
we
you know
can
that
go
directly west is the gluttony room, where the feast was.
Yeah.
If you go straight down that hall.
I'm thinking we should, because we haven't really been too much over there, and then we can kind of go north and see what's up in the corner. Assuming things don't wrap around again.
You give me just intelligence checks, all of you, publicly.
Oh
Okay.
man, gonna make me embarrass myself like this. Yeah, how's that?
Yeah, nice.
Play
Oh,
intelligent.
wait. How do I? Wait, do I roll? That it is.
The,
I think that's just your score.
the +3, yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay, Ma'at
full
better
heart,
roll.
dumb of
Ma'at
ass.
needs to roll.
That's so funny. Yeah, I'll make my roll 1 second. Intelligence.
Kidding me with this?
There we go. She got an 18.
Okay,
What's
good.
his brain?
So, yeah, Mahat has a +4 intelligence. So
She's like, my brain's actually in a jar, but magic sustains me. So
that's right. She says,
It appears that each time we complete a challenge, the labyrinth rearranges itself.
none of you, with those
That
rolls,
makes
none of you
sense.
realized
Oh
that.
my god, no way. Wait, hold on.
are you telling me there's rhyme and reason to this place?
It would seem so. My goodness.
Yeah, apparently, jeez.
Yeah, none of you figured that out on your own. You had to have her pointed out.
I also remember, like, we were going down a passage and things just shifted randomly before we had a chance to start something. So maybe it's sometimes a delayed effect.
Mhm.
But if
Almost
we...
like the DM forgets until you're in the hallway.
Oh my god.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I won't blame an angry god for this.
I have a lot of plates to spin in this labyrinth.
Literally.
I guess I would go north if
Yeah.
people are cool with it.
Yeah.
I'll move Chompy up here,
Oh,
and
sweet.
then
Yeah,
And
again,
then,
I found if you shift click your character and shift click
Ooh.
a different token, you can move both simultaneously.
ooh, haha,
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, Chompy, let's go.
Cool, right? So yeah, you kind of go down this hallway, and I know it appears like that is a solid wall, but it's not. That's an effect
That
of
connects.
layering. That's you can
Gotcha.
cross that. That is an effect of
Whee!
layering. That's not a wall. So eventually, you do come to this area that wraps fully around, and there is again a wooden treasure chest, just like it looks exactly like Chompy.
We surrounded the treasure chest like there's nowhere to hide.
But yeah, it appears to have. Oh yeah, you give me perception checks to see if it's
Yeah,
trapped
I was
or
gonna
anything like
say,
that.
it's probably gonna take off our fucking hand if we're. Oh, that's probably in the tower. You mean?
Oh, that's fine. Yeah. You. Oh, there's another. Okay, Reese and Khan. Zavid, actually, you spot it because of all of your work with snares. You see a tripwire, but it's not down low. Khan, you're looking down low because number one, you're short, and number two, tripwires are usually at foot level. But Zavid, you spot one at like your nose level. There's a thin silver wire going across. Well, I'm actually going to move you, Reese,
Yeah.
because it is across that little. I'll draw it. Right here, Zavid.
Hmm.
It's like razor thin silver wire going across right there.
I'll point it out, and then I get on all fours and do my nimble crawling over to the treasure chests.
Cool.
Little
Give me an acrobatics
salamander.
publicly. Does that give you
Sure.
any bonuses or anything?
Nimble crawl means I can move.
Full speed, right?
Or some as my acrobatics gets higher, it increases the speed I can move. I'll double check real quick. Let's see.
So yeah,
quick
you
squeeze.
like Grudge. You like the kid from The Grudge. Really quickly crawl under that. You limbo under the tripwire that's there, and
Yeah, so I can crawl half of my speed. When I'm a master, I could be a full speed, and then when I'm at legendary, I'm not flat-footed while prone.
damn,
Yeah.
that's awesome. You do see that it is locked, but it is a single lock. So if you have thievery, you could attempt to pick it. If you have crafting, you could attempt to disassemble it.
I'll look to Reese, and
I got it.
I'll let you take care of it.
I follow basically your footsteps.
Yeah, we're
Give
just
me an
getting real low to
acrobatics
the
publicly
ground.
so that you can also maneuver around this wire,
Mhm.
Reese.
I'm
Oh,
fine.
yeah, absolutely no
okay.
problem.
Let's go.
Your short time within Zavid's Gumby-like body gave you a little bit more litheness than you had earlier today.
I'm understanding my body more.
Yeah. 26. You break your lockpick, but
Ooh.
you're able to fish out the components. You could probably try again.
Yep.
But this is a really old lock, so it could snap.
I'll try again then.
Yep, try again.
There we go.
There it is.
Whoa.
Okay, yeah. After you fished out that lockpick, there was also a little pebble in there, like a little bit of grit, that you were able to scrape out with your lockpick. And yeah, this time, no problem. You open this thing up, and again, there's just a single ring sitting at the bottom.
I'm gonna do my detect magic on it.
Oh, it's magical.
Read aura.
It is evocation. It's pretty powerful evocation. It is a silver ring that is shaped or sculpted into the head of a ram, like with horns.
Ooh, I think I know what this is.
Yeah, and Ma'at comes up and casts a spell on it with the silvery tendrils of her magic go and touch the ring, and she says, "Ah, this is a greater ring of the ram. With this, you can summon forth a large battering ram of magical force energy, pushing back your opponent." Mechanically, it deals. What you do is for one or more interact actions, a ram-shaped blast of force slams into one foe that you can see within 60 feet. The number of actions you spend from 1 to 3 determines the intensity. The blow deals 2d6 force damage per action spent and pushes the target 5 feet per action spent. But actually, this is a greater ring of the ram, so it's 3d6 force damage per action spent. So it can be up to 9d6 force damage.
That's pretty
You
nice.
have 32. And it pushes back up to 60 feet. And it targets all things in a 30-foot cone instead of 60 feet when you activate
So-
with 3 actions.
I turn
So I
over
don't-
to Zavid. I'm like, you know how like I made things go boom with your powers last room, or the 2 rooms ago? Take this. You'll be able
can
to
I-
do more.
Can I do this every turn, or is there a limit how many times
No,
you can use
there's
the ring?
once per hour, I think. Once per minute. Oh wow.
Oh, okay.
shit.
So like once per combat, I
Once
think.
per
is
combat,
the-
essentially, unless you've got a long ass combat. Once per
yeah.
combat.
Okay. This
Nice.
this is useful. Knowing that Khan is almost always trying to explode things with her knives, and you have a lot of tricks up your sleeve as well. This would be useful for me, so I can save spells.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
of course.
You were kind of a little bit low last time I checked.
That would be another way for you to get out of the dodge, so they say.
Something like that, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then
let me drop that in your inventory.
I'll if Chompy is hungry, he can eat the chest, the wood.
He
My
does so.
brethren!
Chompy.
Take their power.
And yeah, it is just a wooden chest, and he eats up all of the rest of the wood, happily wagging his tongue.
Well then, shall we away?
Yeah,
We
that's good.
shall. That's we
Alright.
shall.
Wait, so wait, this is connected right here?
I'll show you which part is connected and which isn't. This right here is connected.
Okay.
This right here is a dead end. So there's
Oh.
that tiny strip of black there is wall.
Whoops, imagine that Reese just went around. the
Yeah, that's why I was saying Reese didn't. I had to move you and say Reese didn't actually do that. It goes around into a dead end.
Interesting.
That's just
Yeah.
for this particular arrangement. If I move it around, it doesn't look like that.
I see.
Like,
That makes
here,
sense.
Just to show you what I mean, let's see. That would be the gibbous. So that's these. So look at this one. Like if oh no, wrong one. It's those. Yeah. So no crescents. That's there's so many layers. Yeah. If I move to there, look at that. See, it's different.
Ah,
Or
so
if I
it's
move
like
to
right
that
there.
one, they don't
Yeah.
have. If I move to that one, there is no dead end hallway there. See, it just connects
Mhm,
straight through.
mhm, mhm.
Then that one also does not have a dead end hallway. It connects straight
How do
through.
I- how do I
But
make this
that
go
one,
away?
That one has the one of the two that has a dead end hallway. Yeah.
How do I make it go away? I accidentally got in drawing mode.
Oh, the clearing. There we go.
View. Oh, thank God.
Oh, are you still in drawing mode?
Yeah, I need to
Right-click,
exit that.
Go down to drawing. It's at the bottom, and then there should be a circle that says exit drawing mode.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Woof.
I've done that before. But yeah, there you go. The where you're standing does not have a wall separating.
Okay. I think we want to try to go south now.
Yeah.
Kind
We
of
haven't
wrap
gone that
around
direction
this area.
Yeah.
Because we. No, that's fine.
Yeah,
Maybe we
go
want to go
on.
down this. It looks like a straight shot down to the south.
Mm-hmm. Sure. So go ahead and move yourselves there.
Check
And
yourself before you wreck yourself.
let me
Reese
find
will go in front leading though because his skills, but he lets Zavid yeah, tell us where to go next. But
Okay.
Reese is being keenly aware.
Yeah, so it is just a straight shot. There's nothing in your way. You don't see any obvious traps or anything. And yeah, you come to an area where there's a short branch off, and then a little further away, there's another branch off. But as you can see, they clearly go to the same place.
So
With
Reese
this
is just gonna
particular
go
alignment, they go to the same place.
boop, boop, boop.
You wanna
In other
go
alignments, they may not have.
south here, maybe,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
and then hey, this connects to a
Yeah.
thing.
And then this finally brings you back to when you get to the end of this hallway to the south, you recognize that you're back at the entrance again.
Wait.
Because this was the direction Reese came. Remember, all four of you picked a door?
Oh, yeah.
This was the
Yeah.
direction Reese was looking. So you recognize this hallway.
Oh,
You're just
yeah.
looking backwards at it into the entranceway.
Yeah, Reese is just like, oh, yeah, nope. This is the start, by the way.
I'm looking over here. Is this a chamber?
Yes, it is. You look behind you and you see a room with some stuff in it.
Okay,
Ooh,
before
I
we do
love
that,
stuff.
do we want to go looking for the other chest, or do you want to go look for other stuff? Because the
Okay.
chests have been in the hallways.
I'm gonna send out Wispy to just look
mhm.
and keep us all together, because
Yeah.
Wispy can get back to
Sure,
us.
Sure. Okay. Does Wisp have like survival or anything? Just roll me a d20 with like let me look at your bonuses, see what your normal things are. So
I have a +5 survival.
Trained for you, so give it a 20. Just for d20 plus 20.
Okay.
Just publicly, and that'll be its survival. That's a trained and a +4, so I figure that's pretty decent. 27?
Okay.
All right. So Wisp goes off in sort of easterly direction, and we'll come back in a few minutes, so let me open up. So are you going to the corner room then?
Yep.
All right. So you're coming from the east, so that'll put you here. All right. If you need to, you can close the overmap, and I have a new one for you.
The overmap.
The overmap. The hallway comes to a sharp corner. Upon the floor are 3 1-foot-tall gold statues, decorated in colorful paint. Each depicts a human man with the head of a falcon upon its head. A large circle was resting on a crescent moon. They look like this.
Uh,
Uh,
he's got a falcon head.
Reese is just like, you don't know anything. That's Horace. Like, come on, man.
The name's Horus.
whoops.
Reese is
Sorry,
just like,
I
your brain isn't that
apparently
much pudding.
And as you enter, I apparently didn't put these on ahead of time. Excuse me. The force fields do appear behind you to
See,
close
I
you
just
in.
imagine they just like arrive from the ground and go, pew, and just spread out.
Pretty much. And then in addition to that, what you also see, not that, is a pedestal in front of you. No. In between you and the golden statues is a long force field, just like the exits. And on the far corner is a carving upon the wall. And I can just show it to you here. without needing to roll, because you're all high enough level at this point, you can tell that it depicts the phases of the moon all in a circle, with the new moon at the top. And then in the center of the room nearest to Reese is a tall stone pedestal which has 12 colorful gemstones in the shape of the moon's phases. Between the golden statues and the pedestal is a glowing blue barrier, as I said.
Right. So Reach just goes up to the pedestal that's just like normal sized, right? He doesn't have to scale it.
Yeah, no. It's just 4 feet tall, maybe. Khan would probably have to jump. But...
All right. So Reese goes and looks at all of them, looks at the statues. It's just like, all right. So let me see. Can I do a perception to see if there's any place where we could like put them? If it should supposed to be on the pedestal?
Of course. Perception in the tower, please. With that roll, you're not sure where they might have to go. These, yeah, there's just 12 gemstones on a pedestal. You're not really sure how these are how this has to do with the statues or anything. Oh, really bad.
Oh yeah, I have a feeling because if 22 doesn't do it, you know, it's fucked.
So, Khan, what are you thinking in this moment?
Well, after I stand on my tippy toes to like look at the actual stones, are there? Remind me where the engraving is on the wall.
It is in the far southwest corner. I will circle it, like there.
Oh, gotcha.
It is on the other side of the force field from where you're standing.
Gotcha. I guess I could try to arrange the stones in this circular pattern that I see on the engraving.
Okay, sure. You can assurance your way, shimmy up that little pedestal without much of an issue, and hold yourself up by your tail as you and with a kindergartner could rearrange these stones in the shape that you see in the carving. It's literally just a clock doing the phasing of the moon, and you rearrange them on the pedestal, and nothing happens.
Okay, so right idea, wrong area.
Zavid, what are you thinking in this moment? And you're muted.
Zavid isn't thinking of anything. He doesn't understand what this is supposed to be. He also has no context for who Horus is. So he's just trying to figure out, is this pride or is this wrath? I don't know. It looks like a puzzle, so maybe pride, but like, what if there's no solution? Then it's sort of like you keep going in vain because you're too prideful to admit there's no solution, maybe? Like, he's just sort of thinking like, if there is no solution, then you have to sort of admit that there isn't one, maybe. But then like, he doesn't want to say that if Reese thinks there might be a solution, so he's sort of just letting them try to figure it out.
Khan, give me a perception check in the tower.
Ooh.
Yeah, see if you can
You
do
betcha.
anything with your special eyes.
Yeah, what do your rat eyes see?
A gun.
No! You took a moment to rearrange those gems, and as you're looking at the carving, you notice that each carving on the wall is carved deep enough that these gems could probably fit into it. Like tangrams.
Ah.
Yeah.
But we'd have to go through the force field.
There you go.
I mean,
Therein
maybe
lieth the
we
puzzle.
could. It'd be a long shot, but we could maybe throw them.
Is there anything we could
nail
throw
impossibility.
against the force field to make sure it doesn't explode or anything and we get screwed over? Is there
I'll
anything in
take
the
out
room?
a dagger and. Pwah! Throw it
Just
at
like a
force field.
non-magical
Yeah,
dagger.
just
Yeah.
regular.
See if you can throw it over.
It goes, gets caught kind of like a magnet, and then ding, gently just falls to the floor. Ding, 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 ding. It doesn't go through, but it also doesn't like stick. It doesn't bounce off. It just
Mhm.
it's going real fast, and it's like you threw it into like Jello. Just kind of slows real fast and then stops, and then blah, gently falls out on your side.
So no throwing, no. Well, are those like the wooden things behind us? Are those tables, levers? What are those?
I think those are just walls that are part of the
Okay.
map. I did not add those.
Okay, good. He just looks over to Ma'at. Any idea?
Let's see.
By the way, please. Do you know what Horus is? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Do you know what he's all about with his falcon head?
Roll religion.
Yep.
Or I guess for you it'd be society. That's just your society.
That's society, absolutely. Public or
Private. Power. Between you and Ma'at, you are discussing for a moment the finer points of the Osirian pantheon, and between the two of you, you kind of come to the realization that Horus he's a very powerful deity who controls many domains, as most deities do, and one of his lesser domains is messaging, like the transference of knowledge and messages, and like delivery, that kind of thing. He's kind of like a Hermes, a messenger type. And you think perhaps the stones need to be delivered by Horus, by the statues.
Now, how do we get the statues to move? I don't have magic that can do that.
Interesting question.
Wait, Zavid, can you, like, animate dead sort of things?
Yes. But not dead as in never alive in the first place. These
How
are
do you
statues.
How do you know?
Because I don't have that magic. I guess I could try a ritual to awaken a statue, but that would, just to solve the puzzle, be giving it actual sentience and life. Which is like a lot to do just to solve a chamber, and it would take a long time to finish, so.
Okay.
Can you imagine that being brought to life? Be like, oh my god, I'm alive, I can move, and I can have my own wants and desires. And we're like, yeah, we need you to solve this puzzle.
Yes, but you gotta solve the puzzles 3 first.
At least it would know it has some type of point to its existence.
Yeah, for like 5 seconds, and then what?
Then it chooses its own path.
What if that path is finding me, the guy that woke it up, and killing me for cursing it with eternal life?
Intriguing.
I mean, then there would be a fight in the room.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I have an idea. So all these things on top of here have to be delivered to these guys?
Essentially.
Telekinetic projectile.
Okay, you telekinetic projectile, and the gem goes straight through the force field, like nothing, and tink 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 lands on the floor. And one
I hop behind here and take cover.
and one of the top one, the horse statue, begins to move and runs over, picks up the gem, and brings it back. Wow! Walks straight through the force field and stands in front of you, holding it. And looking at you specifically, Zavid.
I'll grab it from him.
And it's looking at you expectantly.
I put it back up here.
doesn't seem to react much to that. It's just still looking at you.
I take the same gem back, and then I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay. I throw it beyond the force field.
Whirl goes through, and the second one grabs it and comes back up and stands in front of you, holding it, looking at you expectantly.
I grab it,
Like
and I'm looking at the rest of you like for permission. Like, am I doing it right?
I mean,
Guess as good as
probably
mine.
You could tell them to go. Probably, put the gems in the appropriate slot.
Yeah. I throw the same gem again back here.
And the third one pops to life, runs over, grabs it, and runs straight up to you, holding it, looking up at you.
Okay. So I'll take the gems, all of them, and I'll give each of them a gem.
Okay.
3. So there's 12.
And then, I'll look to Reese. You and Ma'at, you both know ancient Assyriani, so like,
Yes.
I want to tell them something.
So Reese will look at them and look at the gems and be like, and just like speak in ancient Osiriani and be like, put these in the right spots, please, and see if they react.
They look to each other, they look to you, and all in kind of unison, they march through. Wow, go through the force field, and they hold up the gems and they start going against the wall with the gems in just random spots. It doesn't even look like they're putting them in the correct locations. They're just kind of hammering at it.
Maybe we have to direct them to put them in the right spots.
You on the left, you there. Hold up the one that you have in your hand.
And it holds up the, let's say, half moon.
Yeah.
I won't make y'all keep track.
Yeah. I want you to put that one on the which half moon is it?
I'll open up the picture. You'll be able to, you can see it from there. It is, there you go.
I don't think I see. I mean, I see there are 2 half moons, aren't there?
Yes, there are. So it's holding, let's say, the this one, the one that is at 3 o'clock, let's say.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that'll work. 3 o'clock. So you have to somehow describe how to put it at 3 o'clock.
Yeah. Put that one at the rightmost slot in the carving.
And it looks to you, it walks over, and it starts to put it, but it's putting it in like rotated wrong. Turn. And it looks to you.
Your hand a bit as you're doing it. And
It turns its hand fully. Turn.
Keep tilting your hand as you're, tonk, trying to place it in slowly,
The other two kind of look to you, look to it. They pick up the other statue and they start to rotate it as it is going tonk. And it can't seem to be getting it quite right.
Oh no.
Let's see,
So
what do
they,
we got? What can we do here to make sure that they...
Do we have like a laser pointer or something?
Wait, Zvi, do you
Oh
have
my
any...
god, I have an idea.
Yeah.
All right.
I would like to... This is supposed to be for like a battle, but I don't really have good illusion magic other than this. So I'm gonna cast a spell, Phantasmal Protagonist.
Ooh.
You create a phantasmal incarnation of a significant character from a novel, historical work, or religious parable. I think I'm gonna create. Before I do, I think I'd ask Ma'at and Reese, who is an incredibly important person or god or figure to Horus religiously.
I literally looked that up the other day. I had it for a thing. Give me a second. Fuck.
My
Oh
brain
no,
wants
I
to
just put Horus. Shit, no, never mind.
I
But
mean, Anubis overall is kind of like
Does Horus and Anubis get along?
one's a dog head.
I don't recall. Let me look.
Can't
Yeah, but
remember.
dogs and birds aren't the same. Maybe they don't like each other. I don't know anything about this religion.
Relationships.
It's been like 50 years.
Of course, it
Kind of
doesn't
look
say
over.
anything.
Yeah, I'm looking at my. It's like
Yeah,
thinking.
I
Hold
don't
on.
want to be wrong. I don't want to be wrong because like this stuff
Yeah.
is real.
Well, Horus and Anubis are half brothers. Of course, that does not necessarily mean they get along or not.
You know what? Let's just make another Horus. Only Horus can put it in, right?
Oh, of these statues, it would seem.
I make another Horus, phantasmal protagonist. The phantasm is medium. When I cast a spell, decide what theme it is. I'm gonna say hero. And what it can do is it can interact with stuff. Typically, the hero one can make melee strikes that deal mental damage, but I would like to flavor it that because it can make a strike, it can physically interact with something. So I want it to make the lightest of strikes to essentially put these in and the way that I want it to go. So I'm going to try to control this fourth Horus to put them in the way that we want them to be put in.
Cool. I like that a lot. So yes, you were able to do that with a spell of that high of a level. Yeah, that'll solve the puzzle. You conjure this large, muscular statue of Horus. It's easily 6 times taller than these little golden statuettes, and you're able to kind of throw the stones through the force field, and it picks it up and ha 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 ha, and puts all of them in with a graceful attack. I like the playing around of the how that works. I love it. And as you get all of them in there, the force fields with near the statues of Horus do disappear. This one, I don't want to delete everything, so I have to do it one at a time. Those ones all disappear, and the 3 statues of Horus, the small ones, all of them morph into the appearance of these hideous winged creatures that look like vultures with black wings but no feathers across most of their body, long talons. Please roll initiative. And if that spell, I'll let you at least have 1 attack if that spell is only 1 round, but if it's sustained, you can just keep it going.
It's up to a minute sustained.
Then cool, yeah, you have it up then, before attacking.
Sweet.
So you don't need to waste actions doing that. So
Nice.
please roll initiative as you are attacked by these buzzardy demons.
Oh boy,
Also
Reese
very,
is
very fun
rolling
and-
a bad day today.
Thank you. What was that, El?
A very fun interpretation of wrath, getting us
Thank
frustrated
you.
at puzzle.
Yes, thank you. I was gonna keep playing as long as it took to get one of you to attack those things. That was my like hard cutoff for you guys solved it was any of you attacking one of those things. Just
Yeah.
instant.
Just
You're
like,
stupid.
you hunk of junk!
Yeah, exactly. Just kick it, anything like that would have triggered it. But Zavid, that definitely solves the puzzle. So starting off, it's Zavid. You know this is coming at this point. Like you knew you were gonna get attacked. You saw that your spell thing was solving the puzzle. You were like, well, here we go. So you're up first.
I'll have my little hero guy. I'll use an action to give it 2 actions, right?
Mhm.
And then it's going to do. Let's see. This was a level 4, so it deals 46 plus 6 mental damage on a hit, and the hit is plus 12, I think. Wait.
Okay.
Saving throw, skill modifier, perception modifier, 90 hit points.
Oh, is it actually a creature?
It's like an illusion creature I've created. It uses my
Oh.
spell attack roll. All right, so that's
Cool.
Sounds good. Let's have it against number 1 then. So
Cool. So that's
targeting
the north
that.
one. Nice.
Sweet.
Starting
Yo.
off hot. Yep.
So do I
go
double
ahead.
the 6 or I keep the 6 the same? Do I just double the?
I think it'll automatically do the doubling. So just. Oh wait.
There's no-
It
it
doubles
doesn't.
everything. That's right. It doubles
Wait, actually-
everything. Hmm?
Okay, yeah. So it does actually. It does
Good
work
lord.
out. Oh,
Awesome. So
Nice.
yeah, you deal. Describe your spell. You deal a lot of damage to this thing. 3
so
sixes.
protagonist Horus, real Horus, or at least who Horus should be, how he's written in the fables and legends, puts the thing in. These demons reveal their true forms, and then Horus does a sort of a flourish, imposters, and then bam, does like a really square hit into the chest of one of the Vroks, dealing mental damage to it because it's illusory. So it's like its fist goes through the Vrok's actual physical form, but it deals damage to it nonetheless. And then I think I can try to give it it gets like a second attack. It's got the minion trait, so
Nice. I'm just gonna put a ghost monk on here just to be on here.
okay.
So yeah, we're just gonna call him that, so that you know where he's at.
Sure.
Where would you
Um,
like it to be?
Yeah, right in the center. Right in the
Sure.
center.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. So that's your Horus.
And then he's gonna make another attack. I don't have a way to like reduce the attack.
Just put a
Thing?
-5 in the modifier in the bottom left of your
Okay.
fantasy grounds. Put minus
Got
sign
it.
5. Click minus sign 5.
Got it. Ugh.
Oh, that's nope. That's a miss.
So I've got 2 actions now that aren't minion related stuff, and I'm going to, I think, use those 2 to do 1 telekinetic projectile at
Awesome.
regular.
That's another hit. What do you hurl at it?
I'm gonna hurl. Are there any loose gems still, like,
Oh
or
yeah,
anything?
yeah, sure. Loose gems. The pedestal's there.
The pedestal.
Yeah, with a crit,
Yes.
I'd say you. Ooh, that's a lot of ones.
Whoa.
Damn, still 57 damage with all those ones. God damn. So yeah, between the Horus hero and you hurling that pedestal, which I can actually do, and it's now over here on the ground. That's your turn, I think. Yeah.
That's my turn.
Man, that was quite. You damaged this thing significantly. It is not happy about that one bit. Is your hero what like?
I can
corporeal?
tell you they have an AC of 22 and 90 hit points. So if that helps you determine whether or not they get hit or damaged or whatever.
Okay.
They can move 25 feet. They got a plus 12 to all of their modifiers from skills to saves.
Got it. Okay. So it has. Sorry, what's its AC again?
22.
22. All right, it's really going to go nuts on this thing because you just did so much damage to it, and this one's right in front. Nat 1. It was almost a 19. Damn it. Okay, so then it's gonna move to here, which it will make itself flat-footed, but it's stupid and it doesn't know that, and it just put itself next to Khan and made itself flat-footed. But again, it doesn't know how stupid that is, and then it is going to use Spore Cloud. It emits a cloud of spores, dealing 2d8 poison damage. I need Khan and your creature thing to make a DC 28 Fortitude save.
All right.
All right.
Ooh, all of you have hero points from today, and each of you got a new one last week because
Yeah,
of
that
the
is
role
true.
play in the body swap. So just remember that
Ooh.
each of you has 2 right now.
Okay.
But again, is it worth it for this or not?
I'm,
Nah.
I'm not gonna roll it for my guy. I'll let him get hit.
I'll deal
Okay.
with the consequences.
Okay, so
That's what
your
the guy's
dude
there for.
failed. Con, you, since it was in that 1, critically failed. If it was a 2, you would have
Let's
normal
go.
failed. So, you take 2d8 persistent piercing damage. So where are you, Con? There you are. Add persistent 2d6 piercing, and how many hit points does your dude have, Zavid?
90.
90? Oh, okay. Cool. And that's its whole turn. Okay. Con, you're up.
All right.
It's flat-footed to you, so your surprise attack doesn't really matter since it went
Yeah.
before you.
Yeah, let's get this dude out of here.
Hmm.
This jabroni.
Jabroni. Frankie's coming out, I see.
Yeah.
I think that should be the name of your sword, Frankie. After your dad.
Yes.
Yeah, after my dear old pop.
My pops.
It's time to bring dear old dad into the fight. Come here, Frankie. Oh, it was almost an 18. What is with these almost rolls today? But that's still a hit with a nat 2.
Yeah.
Damn, these are weak.
Yeah. 37. Here's the thing, though. These aren't actually real Wrath Demons. Real Wrath Demons would kill y'all, like, flat.
Well, no way. I know.
They're like, I think they're Baylords or something, like level 18 or 19.
Ew. No.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
So I grabbed something that was a little more manageable. Yeah, 37 damage to it. You still have 2 actions.
Yeah. Let's do
Oh,
that
and your
again.
thing, your debilitation.
Debilitation, yes. Persistent bleed damage. I hate you.
Alright. How much is it? 2d what? 2d8?
Let me see. Bloody debilitation. 3d6.
3d6. Nice. Bleed. Cool. Got
Yeah,
it.
I've got something to prove. If I'm gonna have persistent damage, then so is he.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got yours is piercing because all these gross spores keep slashing at your skin and making you itchy. It's horrible. That's one. Oh, yeah, that's just one action. You have 2 left.
I'm not gonna finish this guy off because I have a good opportunity to get the jump on one of the other ones. And
Plus, he's gonna
get it-
bleed out.
Yeah. So, action to move, and since I'm moving before Vrock 3, it's flat-footed to me.
That is true. Let me give it that. There you go. That's a regular hit. Nice. It's also flat-footed to you because you're flanking it with the hero Horus,
Yeah.
because it
Anyway,
goes straight through it.
That
But
is
either
my
way,
turn.
nice.
Oh, debilitation.
A debilitation,
um,
yes.
More bleed. More bleed.
More bleed. All right. Always more bleed. It's calm the bloody. It's the brand. So 3d6?
Mhm.
Oh my god. All right. So
This,
both of
I
them
have to double check if I'm allowed to do this because it's a free action to do this. Can I really do this more than once?
double check if it says once per round or anything real quick, but I think you can. I think it's once just every time. Okay, so you took 11 damage from the piercing from those spores, and you passed your save, so you are no
Okay.
longer itchy, which is good. All right. Now it is this Wrath Demon's turn. It's gonna jump into the fray, I think. Yes. So that's how far? 34. Okay. So it's gonna fly. It's gonna fly over its compatriots and land kind of. Oh, it can't go. All of you are close enough that it can't quite get there. Cool. So it's gonna land down here, and use stunning speech. So it's going to emit a horrible shrill screech. So each non-demon within a 30-foot burst has to make a DC 28 Fortitude save. So 30 foot. That's actually all of you. So everyone make a Fortitude save, please. 30 foot
Alright,
burst is bigger than I thought.
Here's the one for the protagonist.
Cool.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot I could do about that.
Okay, he fails regular con. You just barely pass.
And then
Reese,
you said
you
will?
pass. Fortitude.
Fortitude.
That is a failure, but not
Alright.
a critical.
I'll take it. I'll be failed.
So let's see. You and the hero. You and Horus. Ma'at critically saves. You two just save. So on a critical on a failure. Okay, so only failure. So Zavid and the Horus, you are stunned 2 for 1 round. So you only have 1 action next round, as does your Horus. So if you command him with your 1 action, he still only gets 1 action.
I also I screwed up a little bit. Because he's not a he's not technically, he's a spell, not a minion. And it's when I
Oh.
sustain the spell, he gets 1 action or 1 stride no matter what. So I don't think this would affect him
Okay,
at all
then yeah,
anyway.
that doesn't affect him.
Yeah.
So only you. So you, this next
I can
round
sustain
only
the
have-
spell, I
you
have
can
him do
sustain the
one
spell.
thing, and that's
That's
about it. Yeah.
Yep, that's it. So that is only 1 action. So it is going to actually slash at you, Zavid, because it sees that it saw that you cast that thing. So it's gonna beak attack at you.
You gonna beak attack me?
Beak attack, and it's gonna miss. Cool. So end of it.
Matrix
That's the
dodge out of the
the
way.
third wrath demon. It attacked, or Khan attacked it. It's gonna use an ability called let's see, 20-foot emanation. Yes. It's going to use an ability called Dance of Ruin. It dances in flight and chants to create a ruinous explosion of electricity. If more Vroks within 30 feet want to join, they can delay the dance to wait for more Vroks, blah, 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 blah. So each non-demon in a 20-foot emanation needs to make a reflex save, DC 28. So let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. So that's just Zavid, Khan, and the hero. All the rest of you are outside of that. So reflex save, please. Khan, hero, Zavid.
Reflex, you said. All right.
Khan, you're
not rolling well today.
You succeed though,
Yeah.
not critically. Hero fails, not critically.
Damn, out of 13 on the die too.
Looking
Reflex.
for 28 is what you're looking for.
I got it.
It's your first time using the hero spell. It's kind.
Yeah, 2d12 electricity. So Khan, you're gonna take half of. Khan, you take 10 damage. Can you give yourself that, please?
Yes.
And the
Zavid, the hero takes 20.
takes 20. Got
Yeah.
it. So is it
And
70?
That's right. Yep. Is there anything else? No, but it can continue next round. Okay, so that's its turn. It takes some bleed damage, and it fails its save, I think. Yeah, it failed its save, so it will continue to bleed next round. Oh, Ghost Monk should be on Zavid's initiative. Let me change that real quick. 30.9. Okay. So then that makes it Reese. You are now up.
Oh, good. All right, so I'm going to activate my walk just so I can get that going. And I figure these are going to be pretty easy to kill when we do eventually do.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go towards the one that has not been attacked. I believe that's one on the far end.
Yeah, the one that is
3?
west, number 3, it has not gone
Yeah.
yet.
So I am going to do that. Give me 1 sec. Yeah. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make it my hunted prey.
Okay, so do the 2 of them.
Yep.
And make it your target first. Yeah, now click the designated target.
Alright. There we go.
There it is. Yep.
There we go.
Then you need the precision. Perfect.
Yep. Alright, so with that, then that's 1, 2 actions. But then I
Mhm.
get 2 more.
2 attacks, yeah.
Yep. Okay, so for my 2 attacks, I am going to... Where's my longbow? There we go. Just... hit. Good, good.
Yep,
I'm gonna-
regular hit.
Can I just...
Yeah,
hit
just
it
roll the
again?
second one.
Yeah.
Sure.
Uh,
Ooh, new. So just roll 1 of the damage.
That's fine with me.
Cool. Now
Yeah.
you sink an arrow into this thing's wing, and you still have 1 action.
Right, so I'm gonna just use my lesser action then, and just try to get what I missed.
Gotcha.
Just don't roll a fucking 1. Oh my god.
That's still not quite enough. So
Okay, cool.
Andy, your turn. That brings it to Ma'at. Ma'at is going to begin singing her song to make all of you a little bit better. So she's going to inspire courage, and she's going to attempt to linger that. Yeah. So performance does linger it, so you guys get inspire courage for 3 rounds. So let me give you that. Boop. You now have the buff, so you don't need to remember. Then unselect you guys so I don't attack you. And then she's going to target one of these Vroks and reach out and say, you insult the image of Horus, and fires a divine lance at one of the Vroks.
Ooh.
So let's see if she can hit it. Ooh, not quite. You know what? She has a hero point. No, she's not going to waste it on this thing. No, she misses. I almost got too overexcited. Top of the round, Zavi.
All right.
You ever blow a hero point when you're like, that was dumb. I shouldn't have done that.
Yes.
She's like, oh, I'm embarrassed. I'm going to burn a hero point.
That was
Ah.
almost the vial of brain juice.
Oh, yeah. You guys burned a lot of hero points that day.
All
Nice,
right.
that's a
Regular
hit.
hit.
So you're hitting it with the pedestal again?
You got to sustain the spell, yeah. So.
Oh, that. Yes,
So
yes.
just 15. This thing does like a hit, but I was stunned too, so that's my turn.
That's right. Okay, so you're done. Now you are no longer stunned. Chompy, I'll say, can have an action.
If Chompy wants to stride up to somebody, Chompy can. He knows I'm going for this one, so he could help me take this one down.
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Chompy will run over here.
Okay, cool.
All right, so that can have one action for Chompy. That brings it to this thing. It is not looking good, but it's going to strike out at the hero. What is its AC?
22.
22. That is a hit, but not a crit. It's at 70, so it strikes out with its beak and does 30 damage. So it's at 40 hit points, I believe.
Yep.
Okay. Then it's going to move a little bit and going to attack out at you, Zavid, with its claws. Gonna strike. Rah! Ooh, nat 20, critical. Because it finally saw you chanting and realized that you're the one doing this spell, dealing 52 damage, but you resist a significant chunk of it. You resist, it looks like 9 damage of this. So that's the
Yay.
end of its attack. It takes some bleed, doing 15 damage of bleed, and it does save against its bleed there, Con. But it is looking really bad. That demon is really on its last legs. Con, you're up, and it is within melee range of you.
All right, cool. I've been doing research in the interim.
Oh yeah,
okay.
what's it say about your debilitations?
I can apply them every turn.
Mm.
It's just I don't think I can stack the bleed.
No, bleeds don't stack.
Yeah.
It's whichever is highest. So like
Yeah.
if you for example, if you had someone with like a bleeding rune that puts like 2d12 bleed, let's see, 3d6, the 3d6 would be the higher one than the 2d12.
And also applying a debilitation effect. For example, if I had made something flat-footed and then I was like, oh, I also want to do I hit it on the second attack, I want to do precision damage, it would erase the flat-footedness. So I can't have 2 effects simultaneously until level 15 when I pick up double debilitation.
Nice.
So this will cease to be a problem for long.
I gotcha. Okay, so good to
Okay.
know.
Yes. I will I'll just keep making attacks against the one I'm closest to, so I don't need to burn an action to stride.
Cool. No, it's within melee of you. It's a little off because it's half.
Oh, gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha. Then I will go for it.
Cool.
And it is flat. Yes, flat-footed.
Yeah, I think so. Yes.
Actions. Stab.
Because of the hero. Nice. That's a hit. So you sink your dagger in. That's probably gonna. Yep, that'll do it. So you sink your dagger in and get a little bit of this just disgusting, rot-smelling vulture demon blood on you. Splat. As you take this thing out. Let's see. There it is. Dead. You have 2 actions.
Nice. Second action. Also stab.
Also stab.
Ah!
That'll
Finally
do.
above
That's
a
a crit.
10.
There you go. That's a nice crit on your second attack. So many dice. Yeah, you slice into this thing, and what do you want to do to it?
I'll keep the persistent bleed, so 3d6.
It actually is still bleeding.
Yeah, then it'll just keep doing that.
Oh, then it just keeps. I get it. That's right. You can't stack them. Okay.
Yeah. Oh no! Did he freeze?
Oh,
Oh,
am I
he's
here?
back.
What?
Here you
Okay,
are.
yeah. I had a little lag spike. So, what do you want to do with your last action?
I mean, probably just try to finish this guy off.
All right. Their AC
Seems-
isn't super duper high.
There's always a chance.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, that'll do. Like I said, their AC isn't high, and that was a really good roll. There you go. So an extra 22 damage. You're just going to keep the bleed?
Yep.
Rad.
And that is my turn.
All right. Yes, it is. This thing is going to keep up its dance of ruin. So all of you need to make another DC 28 reflex save.
Another reflex. A.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
So Ma'at fails, so she'll take full damage. The rest of you, let's see, it's 28. So Khan, you critically save. The rest of you save, and the hero fails. So Ma'at and the hero just take 5 damage. That's nothing.
Okay, so 25 health on the hero.
Yeah, 25 health on the hero. I rolled super low on that damage. So the rest of you just take, I guess, 2 damage. Can you give yourselves that, please?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. 2 electricity as this thing starts and shoots little tickly sparks out at you. But that requires its whole action to sustain, unfortunately. These things are shitty. And this last creature is going to... it's just going to go for broke on Khan because you're killing the shit out of it. That's going to beak attack at you. Probably miss. Yeah. Then Claw. Did I do anything? Oh, real bad. Critical miss. And it's just going to try hitting the you one last time because this thing is losing its mind at almost dying. That's still... Wow, a 14 was a crit miss. Holy shit. So it's starting to bleed. And it rolls a nat 20 on its save, so it stops bleeding. So you can
Khan
make
is just
it bleed
break
later.
dancing in front of it. It's like,
Pretty
can't
much.
get it.
That is pretty much what's happening here. So Reese, you're up.
Perfect. So
It's that
I
Fortnite
think I'm
dance.
just gonna. I
Du-du-du-du-du.
think I'm still gonna just keep on attacking at this thing. Like
Cool.
I'm
Yep.
just gonna keep firing until I miss, and I fire and I'll miss.
Yeah, right. There's a hit.
Okay.
So roll again to see if you get a crit or anything.
Yep.
That flurry is so gnarly.
It is.
Ah. Oh, hey, wow.
Yeah.
That 2 was
It's
still
because
a hit.
it was because it was my full strength one. So I get the 2 there.
Yep. So hold shift as you do the damage, and it should double it. It'll pretend it's a crit. Mathematically, it didn't do it. That's weird.
And
No, just roll the damage again.
Okay. Oh, now
there
I
it
did
is.
it.
There, now it worked. Okay, so Reese, with your 2 arrows, how do you kill this thing?
I'm just like, crap. After looking at the ones that missed. No, wait. I got this. One goes between the eyes. One goes into the mouth.
Nice. So Khan, you see this thing slams on the ground in front of you, dead. From Reese's arrows behind you. Reese, you still have 1 action? No, 2 actions.
2 actions, yeah. So I'm gonna go and do basically the same thing to the other one. So would that be at my second? Or would that...
Third.
Third? Okay.
Yeah, the last one.
Boop.
Hey!
Hey, crit.
There's always a nat 20.
There always
So
is.
you sink a really good shot into this thing. There you go. Doing
Woo.
32 damage. Not bad at all.
Yeah.
So it's Ma'at's turn. She is going to take a couple of steps back to get out of this thing's range. Actually, she's going to go a little bit further because, that electric shock's been coming from far. Or it goes out really far. So she's going to fire a Divine Lance at it. Hey, that'll hit. Okay, and she's using good damage because that is You found out that that's been pretty good so far, dealing 22 damage, but it sears into this thing, doing more damage than it should have because they're weak to good. And it burns this creature. That's the end of Mott's turn. Top of the round, Zavid. You're pretty damaged.
Yeah. That ain't gonna stop me. I'm gonna have a sustain to move the monk this way, or I guess the hero.
Yeah.
And then I'll use one action to command Chompy as a minion to then move here and make a strike.
Nice. Let me give it flat-footed. There it is. Okay.
I don't know. Does Chompy have their own stat block?
Chompy has its own stat block. I got it. Attacks, melee. There it is. Oh, wow. Still hits with a net, too. God damn, Chompy.
Nice.
So it slashes out with its tongue, dealing 24 bludgeoning damage.
Sweet. And then I'm going to use a stride and just get the fuck out of here. And that's my turn.
Nice. How much does the hero attack for?
The hero gets either a stride or an attack, not both.
Oh,
I misplayed that first turn thinking it was a minion.
Cool. Con, you're up.
All right. Action to stride over here.
Great. Oh, this thing's so dead.
Doesn't even know.
Might even just poke it, be like, boop.
Bop, bop.
Still a hit. All the dice. Wow, 2 6s and 3 5s. 35 damage. It's pretty hurt.
Well, let's try that again.
If you could crit, you could probably get it. I don't know. It's not a guarantee, but you could probably do it. Ooh, it's really
so
bad.
close.
What debilitation do you want to give it?
I'll give it precision.
Precision, and what is that? More just a D8 or something?
2d6 precision damage.
2d6. You have to roll high, but you could kill it with that. Roll it in the chat.
Yeah. Sorry. Layers. 2d6. There we go.
You have to
Big
roll
money, no
high.
whammies.
Nope, not gonna do it. It's so close. This thing is on death's door. Wrong direction. Yeah, there we go. Okay, do you have any? You have one action left, I think.
No, I had an action to stride.
That was it. That's right. So that's the end of your turn. This thing looks absolutely horrific. It's going to continue its dance, I suppose. So, Reese and Khan give me reflex saves, as well as Chompy, which I'll take care of. And then the hero. Looking for a 28. So Khan, you critically save. Reese, you save and take half damage. Chompy critically saves. Chompy's a badass.
You need the hero to roll?
Yeah, the hero. No problem.
Nope.
So Reese, you take 6 damage, and the hero takes 12.
Which
What's the hero
puts
down
about
to?
a 13.
13? Cool. All right, that's the end of the Throck's turn. Nope. Reese, if you hit, you'll finish this thing off, essentially.
Yeah, or he's just like, okay, I'm gonna just have some fun. He's gonna take one action to walk over, and then just, like, be like, damn, you ugly. And take out his greater striking sword and just,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what you roll, but let's see what damage it is. It has
let's
2
see
hit
that-
points.
Let's see that damage. Let's see. How ridiculous is this gonna be?
Yeah, you overkilled by 13. It had 2 hit points. So you walk over and it's reeling from
I beheaded.
reeling from Khan's attack, and you walk over and with one quick slice pop its head off, and each of the 3 of them, as they die, vanish into shadow as the force fields go away as well.
Well done, everyone.
We did it!
Hooray!
Quick
I
question.
cough up some blood and then go, yeah.
Oh my, here. Allow us to aid you.
And Ma'at walks over to you and will place her hand on you, Zavid, and cast Lay on Hands. She has a focus point. So that's as you heal for 84.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm almost back to full health.
We were blessed by
Oh God, what is her god?
The-
Already forgot.
Not Basset, but
Not
the other
Bastet.
one.
He
No.
forgore.
Oh, wait, I have her information in my NPCs tab. Ma'at is priestess of Hathor. That's it.
Heck yeah.
we were blessed by Hathor with healing magics.
Elliot, what time did you need to go again?
2,
That's soon?
10 minutes.
10
So we
minutes?
can wrap this up.
Okay, cool.
Yes, so very well done. It would seem that only one challenge awaits.
And for some reason, I look over at Khan, and Khan is vibrating with excitement.
Yeah. Quiet? Oh, that'll be no problem. Not for me, you know.
No,
No.
clearly not.
Here, actually, I do have something that can take 5 minutes. So let's.
Okay.
You can close out of that map and pop back
Okay.
to the labyrinth, and I'll reshare that. This will just take 5 minutes.
Yep.
So, basically, just getting that last chest.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mhm. With just give me survival checks publicly. Anyone who's either trained or above.
Yup.
Rival.
I'm trained in all the things, but still got 20.
Oh, yeah, Con, Reese, you got a little turned around with all of the spinniness of the labyrinth. But Con, having realized that this is the entranceway, you know that I think, Con, you were the one on the right door, weren't you? The first day? I don't recall.
I was at this door, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
but
'cause
you
I went
realize that
left.
the far right door is the one you hadn't checked yet.
Mhm.
And there is indeed another wooden chest there that is locked.
Yeah. Well, first I'll look for traps.
Okay, perception check on the tower, please.
Oh, on the tower. Ugh.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see any traps on this one. You look pretty thoroughly. You know what to look for at this point. You've seen their tricks. This one doesn't appear to be trapped.
In the tower? For thievery?
Publicly use.
Okay.
Okay, that's
So
enough.
it's enough?
Yeah, it's not a high DC.
You're a master
This is the
at this too.
this is the very first treasure chest in the labyrinth. They kind of want you to have this one. You open it up and you see just a normal water skin. It's a leather water skin.
I'll hold
the
it
only-
up triumphantly.
Yes. Ma'at casts what is it? Read aura and says,
Oh, it appears to be some form of conjuration magic.
Hmm.
and then she will cast identify since she has it.
And tells you, yes, a decanter of endless water. Very useful in desert environments.
I
That
think
is
this will quench
useful.
my thirst. Finally.
Nothing could quench Reese's thirst.
No, never.
But essentially,
I think
It-
Reese is thinking wet t-shirt contest
Crap.
incoming.
so this thing can be used by speaking the command words, which are stream, fountain, and geyser. If you speak stream and open it, it will pour water at a rate of 1 gallon per round. If you speak the word fountain, you can pour water in a 5-foot stream at a rate of 5 gallons per round. And if you command the word geyser, you can pour a powerful deluge of water to erupt at a rate of 15 gallons per round. You can direct the stream at a creature, subjecting it to the effects of hydraulic push with a spell attack roll of plus 15. You can repeat this once per round as long as the geyser continues spinning an interact action direct to the geyser each time.
Hell yeah.
So whose inventory would like that?
I'll take that since I'm the only one without something special from the chompy boxes.
True. Okay. So decanter of endless water. ID. There you go.
Thank you.
And then Chompy eats the treasure chest.
Yes.
Yes, he
The biggest treasure of them all
reuse,
was
recycle.
him.
True.
All right, so
Chompy's like probably not even hungry at this point, just taking advantage of the fact that if it follows us, we feed it a lot.
Yeah, Chompy has gotten so fed in this place.
He's thick.
He's thick. He's happy. But yes, I think this is going to be as good a place as any to stop.
Yeah.
Because if we go any further, it's going to be more of a commitment.
Oh yeah, no.
So
I
thanks
gotta
everyone
do the
for-
work thing.
Yeah, got to do the work thing. It happens. But hope everyone will join us next time. Probably next week. I'm out of town, but I might still be able to play because I'll be at a hotel helping my dad at a show in Vegas. But we'll see. Plan to play it by ear. But hope everyone will join us next time when we should be finishing up the Labyrinth of Shiman-Sekh. Join us then. Thanks so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.